Hello everybody, this is Edward and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft on the UnityCraft server. As you can see here, I'm just brewing myself some Potions of Swiftness, speed potions, and I've named them, I've been naming them I should say, RedRam energy drink, as you can see. And that looks like that's the last one I get to name. Goodness me. I didn't know that using an anvil to name a potion, or name anything, would cause it to deteriorate. So it looks like I'm just going to be taking these 7 here. And the issue is I've also got no iron because I gave it the vast majority, if not I think the last of my iron, to Cinex on the server, because he was in dire need of it for his, oops, a daisy, I always have trouble with this door. He was in dire need of it for his nether XP gold farm that he has been building, and my goodness me, it is quite the build. Certainly something that's very impressive. But before we get on with today, I have the quick fact of the day, which is tea leaves uncurl when hot water is poured on them, in a process known as the agony of the leaves. And I got that from 2024 QI Facts to Stop You in Your Tracks, which is a book I got as part of a deal, and I can tell you about that later. But I've decided that it'd be cool just to add some quick facts, or at least one, to every episode that we can think over. And that was the first one I came across. And because I drink a lot of tea, I figured that would be the best one to start with. But yes, I got this book as part of a pack. My wife had purchased, it was something like 40 books for $100 from a book company that was closing down, and as such they just chose 40 random ones, and we did pretty well with our books, the QI book being one of them, and I was more than happy to have that. And my wife and I, we went through them all and divvied them out, and she got the most, the lion's share, and I got a few good ones, and I think it was only 2 books. Hello there, Ram. Yeah, I've named a drink after you, because I think Red Bull has been copyrighted, but I need a roadside to put my build on, which I will get into detail with soon. But yes, we got 40 books for $100, and only 2 of the books out of that collection were ones that neither her or I wanted. So we're just going to give those away. One was about the royal family, and the other one was about was an autobiography about a supermodel. Oh dear, everything's breaking, and neither of those took any interest, were any interest to me or her. But getting on to it today, what we're doing this morning, we are building a drinks cart. Now I needed a roadside because, well, people need to be able to walk to the drinks cart, I guess, walk down the road, and they get a bit thirsty, and who doesn't want a cool, refreshing drink when you're out and about and busy building things in Minecraft? So I've got a few things here I have been working with, seeing what works best, and this is the design I like, so we're just going to start. There we go, make sure it's okay. Hello Ram, yes I hear you. Making sure that we've got everything here, and start with the barrel, and we want it to be the right way up, not on the side, because drink carts, the proprietor always opens up a lid and jumps down. Jeez, it would have to be a big drink cart. No, puts his hand down to get a cool drink out of the ice. And we've got our item frames here, which are the wheels. They don't look like they'll do a good job. And we're going to... Hello there, Ram. Yes, observing me building. And I put those little buttons there to make it look like the... I don't know what the right word is, but the bit that holds the wheel to the cooler. And I'm just trying out different coloured fence gates here to look like the handles that I'd use to push my cool drinks cart around. Not that I'd be able to, but just to add to the aesthetics. And I think I prefer that coloured over the oak. I think that's dark oak, and we've got the oak fence here. And this is going to be what we use for the umbrella, because what cool drinks van? I wish it was a van. Cool drinks cart could we use? Oh, I can't use that to jump on. Where was I? I'm getting so distracted. What cool drinks cart is complete without an umbrella to keep me dry and protected from the sun or the rain And so an umbrella is definitely something that will look after me in that sense, and any customers. But unfortunately, in order to get the carpet down to complete this umbrella, there we go, get the string right, we need to put the string down, and we are going to alternate with some white and red carpet just around. Wait, just make sure I get there we go, get the right color for the right place. I'm thinking maybe just doing a simple X shape with the white and then have the red in the corners. Isn't that... Oh, the ram decided to jump up on the seafood. Well, he's having a little explore of the awning out there. I guess maybe the ram is a fan of fish and chips. I don't know. Actually, I think it's just a fish shop. I don't think they've got chips. Not that they've got chips. You'd have to have baked potatoes. That's the closest thing to chips. There we go, a little umbrella. There's our drinks cart. Now, I guess you could have any drinks in this cart, but I don't know. I think Potions of Swiftness, or as I call it, RedRam, might do sell a bit better if people want to get from spawn to wherever they're going. Now we've got to put up our sign. RedRam energy drinks. Now I've been going over how much I want to charge for these. So one drink, make sure I put a space there. One drink equals 1 iron. I can't put ingot down because there's not enough space, but I do need the motto for RedRam's drinks. Okay, RedRam's drinks gives you feet. No, feet. There we go. Well, I figured if Red Bull gives you wings, I mean, bulls don't have wings. Well, at least rams don't have feet because they got hooves. Anyway, so this is our cool drinks. I should bring some packed ice or something in here to keep the drinks cool, so maybe I'll do that. But as you can see, my anvil, I need that one. My anvil has well and truly been used, naming all these. And in order to help promote a greener, happier world, oh dear, same mistake again. When will I ever learn? Let's get the axe out there. To promote a happier, healthier, greener world, we're going to put down a little bin here, and we're just going to put a little note saying, please recycle your glass. There we go. No, maybe the exclamation mark might be a little bit too forceful there. Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay. I forgot that sometimes signs do that to the roads there. Should I move my... Just wondering, should I move it back? I don't know. Maybe I should. I think I'm worrying about something that's so minute it doesn't really matter. But anyway, got my little entrepreneurship going there. Little business that I'm starting. I hope it's not in the way of anyone's build. Well, I put it out the front of my potion store, so I guess I'll be stealing customers from myself. But anyway, that's my little build for today. Over there you can see my tower in the distance. It has been growing, and it certainly does dwarf my my potion shop here. I'm just thinking, should I move this, should I not? I've got a feeling I'm just going to leave it here for the time being because I have a think about it over the night. I think maybe, I hope people see it, and that way I can wash out the glass and reuse them to make more potions. But that's by the by. So I think 1 iron ingot for a swiftness potion isn't too bad. Now we're all done, we can go work on the tower. So if that's it for the little builds there. I have been looking at other little builds that I want to do. Oh yes, there's enthusiasm from that pillager there. I love it. Other builds include another little cart like that, but this time, I mean, using having a little campfire. I guess it would be like a hot plate or a cook plate, and people being able to grab meat from the barrel and then cooking their fresh meals there, or I could cook it for them on the campfire. So it's basically like it's the closest thing I could come to think of as far as a hot dog cart goes, which do exist. I've seen them in New York, so I know they're real, and I would love that. Even though the wife and I, we have given up meat, and it's something that we're really taking to heart now. And yesterday when I did the shopping, boy, I spent a lot of money yesterday shopping, but I got all meat-free products, and it's something that we're both very happy with because we're eating a lot more fruits and vegetables now, and that's certainly helping our tum-tums. And I always felt weird about eating meat. Oops. I do love the taste of meat. Don't get me started about lamb and bacon and all that good stuff. And I will certainly in the future have meat here and there, just nowhere near as much as I used to, but I do consider myself, I wouldn't say vegetarian, but pescatarian. So we do still eat fish and seafood and whatnot like that. But for the most part, we have given up eating meat. So we're hoping we'll be healthier for it. And it was mainly my wife that decided she couldn't eat meat anymore because she read a very scary book that kind of changed her mind. And I thought, well, if I do most of the cooking at home, so I figured if I'm doing the cooking, I'm going to have to learn how to cook without using meat. And as such, I figured, well, it'll just be easier if I became vegetarian too. And I love all animals and insects and everything, large and small. So I felt a bit guilty about eating them, and I had been thinking about becoming a vegetarian for a number of years now. And I must admit that I still feel guilty about the idea of eating fish and prawns and all that. But I don't know, maybe I'll become a full vegetarian by the end of the year. I'm not too sure, and no longer be pescatarian. But that being said, I do love seafood as well, and I certainly wouldn't be able to become vegan because I eat a lot of cheese. The main thing I drink is milk, or tea that has milk in it, and milk by itself. And I also have yogurt and whatnot, so I'm trying to be healthier and keep active, so I need protein and iron and all that in my diet, and get a lot of protein from my dairy products. Now, I'm just trying to figure out what we're going to do for the build here, because this is the next level up, and I think this will be the last level before the second tier, so I'll have to put my brackets, outside brackets up. I'm just trying to figure out where my window placements will be and how I'm going to do that, and I think that's the shape I'm going to get. I want to be as symmetrical as possible. No, that was a mistake. I did it 2 seconds ago, I swear. I've got the memory of a goldfish sometimes. There we go. Well, this server's a really nice place to hang out. I've found you can see all the cool builds people have been doing down there at spawn. It looks lovely during the night time with the glow like that. We've got all the lava spewing from underneath the floating islands, which are absolutely beautiful in the night time. But we all know during the night time we have the mobs spawning as well, which is never a good thing if your base isn't properly lit up. And I'm trying to make sure that everything's lit up and nothing's spawning. But on occasion, I'll have a naughty little something spawning in my base, and I'll have to take care of it. And I'm mostly worried about them attacking my villagers down here, so I was very lucky to get those 2 villagers and rescue them and convert them from zombie villagers into regular villagers. I'm just going to grab a spyglass, and I'm going to have a nap to get through the night. There we go. Very nice. Okay, now we can return back upstairs and grab what we need to get. We grabbed what we needed to get. Oh, let's see, a zombie outside. That's why I've got all the iron doors in place now to make sure that my villagers don't get turned back into zombie villagers. And my aim is to, once I've built my laboratory somewhere up here in one of these levels, I'm going to have an assistant of sort that will assist me with my potions and various experiments and whatnot here and there. So I may have to strap him down in some cases to make sure he doesn't wriggle about too much. All fun and games. I won't hurt them too much, I hope. Okay, there we go. We want to use andesite. And I'm going to have to do this side here. So I'm just going to use regular blocks for this. I see in a lot of builds people use wood blocks as well, but I think I'm happy. I've been weighing up whether or not I do want to use wood blocks or wooden fences or anything like that for my build here. But I don't know if the tower would be strong enough, if the wood would be strong enough to hold up the tower. So I've been using fence posts, cobblestone fence posts. I just remembered we got the polished andesite right here, and I think that looks quite spiffing, to be honest with you, so I'm going to use that instead. Could always make smooth stone as well, and I've forgotten about smooth stone. There's so many things in this game that I'm learning about, relearning about, or things that... how do I get down without hurting myself, ideally? I'm learning so much about this game, and it really has become something absolutely amazing. There we go, we need that. From what it once was, and I can remember playing this game, oh goodness me, 10 years ago, and it being a very different game, and I enjoyed it then, and I'm still enjoying it now, and yeah, that's the great thing about Minecraft. You can pick it up and play with it whenever you want, and you can not have to worry about it, and you can stop playing it if you need to, or if you want to. You don't have to do anything. Do whatever makes you happy. And my goodness me, we're 15 minutes in. I forgot to start with my usual hello. Hello everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. If not, let's make it a wonderful day. Okay? Now we are going to put down our fence posts here. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do is put a whole block. I don't know why I made so many half slabs. I'm just going to... wait, maybe let's see what a whole block looks like. Because a half slab might look a bit funny having that little gap there. And put those there. Whoops. Well, you know what? We'll just do the others as well. A happy little accident right there. That's another good thing about Minecraft. If you make a mistake, you can always fix it up later. Okay, so let's... I think I'm going to need quite a bit more. We get the rest of this andesite. There we go. 22, that seems like a good number. I don't have any specific numbers in mind. And we'll grab some of these as well. I don't know how many exactly. Let's go with 30. There. Boy, using the scaffolding to get up and down is a very slow process, but I'm not too sure how I could create a speed water elevator, especially if I have to stop at different places, so I'm not too sure how I'm going to do that. But that's for me to worry about in the future. Don't have to worry about it so much now. We're going to get these down. I do want to do a lighting rig on the farm down below eventually, but right now we'll focus on this bit here. Yeah, the lighting rig. That way we can hang lamps over the crops and not have to worry about nasty things spawning there. As much as I love dancing with different mobs in this game, sometimes it can be a bit full on having a creeper come in and blow up part of your house. So if I can light up the space and make it a safer environment, then more power to me, I say. There we go. And last one here, for this corner side, I should say. I get very confused what block I'm supposed to be placing when. Yeah, here we go. And this is the official last side of the tower. That was the unofficial side of the tower that we were working on, finishing off there. I've got a feeling, I'm hoping this will look okay. I keep forgetting. I need to have my cobblestone out first. The cobblestone wall, cobblestone fence, That's what we need first. Okay, there we go. And we'll put the 2 on that. I think I will make it a bit higher because we're getting quite high up here, and I think we need to have more reinforced areas, but we need to put in our windows, and I'm just trying to figure out, doing the maths in my head quickly and talking at the same time, and doing my best to figure this out, how to do it all. And we'll start with that there, because this is going to be the I don't know what the right word is, but something that's going to keep the reinforce. It's going to be reinforcing the next ring of my tower. And what exactly I'm going to have out there? Probably have my bees moved up there. Maybe make it enclosed. I'm not too sure, but I know that. A couple of days ago when I logged in, I used to have maybe 10 bees, and then when I logged in, there was only 2 left. And I don't know if they got lost, or if they unfortunately passed away, or if someone borrowed them. I don't know. So I've bred a lot more bees, and I figured I'd better get these bees somewhere safe so they can't wander off. And I know I've had bees wander off before in the past, very naughty bees, and I don't know where exactly they might go. Hopefully they haven't gone over the edge into the void, but you just never know. You never know. But I want to make sure my bees are happy. I've got lots of wax or honeycomb coming in, and I plan on using a lot of wax and a bit of copper and using the wax on the copper to make sure the copper doesn't corrode. Corrode? Is it corroding when it goes blue? I'm not too sure. I did study science at one point in my life, and I think I should know this, considering it's pretty basic science. But it's okay. I'll double check it. But I'd be eager to see what the oh goodness me, I can't remember now. Statue of Liberty. I'd be interested to see what that looked like when it was first put up, considering all things considering, as far as oxidization. Maybe that's what I'm trying to think of. Oxidization of the Statue of Liberty. Anyway, let's not worry about that too much right now. I'm not building a Statue of Liberty. No way. I'm building a tower. I don't think I could build a Statue of Liberty if I wanted to, but I can certainly build a tower in this game, and I enjoy building the tower because, well, I'd love to have I've always dreamed about having a massive tower reaching up to the sky, and having all my experiments going on in the tower. Ideally, I would like to have a tower that's got a bit of defense mechanisms as well, so if I get raided, I can flick a switch and lava rains down upon the people attacking me on the ground. Let's hope, though, that never has to happen. Remember, violence doesn't solve anything, that's for certain. Remember, love is the most important thing, and we got to keep loving each other. And we got to remember that. And I remember also, just remembering now, last episode, where we had Cinex and Corey Rat messing about at the top of my base with those spyglasses. I realized, I said, don't. After all the brouhaha went down, I went down into my basement. I think I was, not my basement, in my temporary house. I think I was just building something or making something, and I said, you shouldn't let bullies push you around. Now, while I still hold on to that fact, you shouldn't let bullies push you around because you're a beautiful, important, lovely person. Remember that. While you shouldn't let bullies push you around, I was in no way implying that either Corey or Cinex were bullies. They are very funny guys. I enjoy their company very much, and we're all just having a laugh. But yeah, so they were being a little bit pushy though, forcing me to try and admit to a crime that they were planting upon me. I'm not too sure what the right terminology is, but they were certainly trying to make me seem like the guilty party, where I do not believe I was. Okay, so now that we've cleared that up, let's get back to what we're doing. And 3 high for the glass, I think, seems good. That's my usual height. I don't want to go much higher than that, because when roofs start to stretch too high, I get a bit uncomfortable with high roofing. I think that's something that I've had my entire life. I am a little bit agoraphobic, or very agoraphobic, and big spaces do scare me a bit. I'm not like... I can go outside and go shopping and things like that, obviously, but that being said, when I'm in a large open space, I do feel a bit uncomfortable, and it kind of does compound over time, so I do like to keep myself in quiet, dark places to help me get through the stress of it all. And this is something that I have been doing since I was a very young boy, a toddler even. I can remember some of my earliest memories was, well, I remember my mum kept telling me the story about when she lost me at a clothing store. Now, these clothing stores back in the day, I think they still got them, they would have little bays out in the middle of the aisles, and it was a discount clothing store. I don't want to name any names because I don't know if it's the right place, if I can remember the name of the place. But you'd be able to go there and you could buy clothes fairly cheaply, and they'd have these bays, and inside these, part of the design of the bay was that they'd had these cabinet doors that you could slide open and close where you could store stuff inside. And me, as a very young child, I used to crawl inside them without a second thought, slide the door close, and just rest and go to sleep. And the first time I did this, my mother had a panic attack because she did not see where on earth I went. And yes, she panicked, obviously trying to find me, as any mother would when they've lost their child, their baby, especially a young toddler. And then she learnt that she had to keep an eye on me, and once she found out which cupboard or which drawer I'd hidden myself in and closed up, she could go do the shopping and know that I would not move, and I felt safe and I would just be in there. So I've always been agoraphobic, even since I was a little boy, a little toddler, and it still counts today. There we go, there's my little, it's not doing much business at the moment, but there's my little energy drink cart. It's a bit quiet. I think it's only me on the server at the moment anyway. So I don't think it's going to get any business for a little while. But maybe yeah, I'll branch out. Do that barbecued meat or the hot dog stand as well. Because that's why I brought up the whole vegetarian thing. Just because I stopped eating meat for the most part doesn't mean that other people should. And if you enjoy meat and you like eating meat, go for it. I don't think anyone should stop anyone from doing anything that they like to do, as long as they are looking after themselves and looking after those around them. But yeah, let's move on from that. Almost got this preliminary wall built around, and then I'll be able to crown it and then put on the floor above if I've got any more cobblestone. A lot of the cobblestone that I've smelted and that I'm using now was generously donated by Dice, because he knew I would need quite a bit of cobblestone to complete my my tower here. So he brought me over a chakra box filled with cobblestone to the brim, with something like, well, the entire box filled with stacks of cobblestone, which I have been using and smelting and getting through. So a huge thank you to Dice for doing that. Dice is a very lovely guy, very funny guy, and he's certainly helped me build this tower with his donations and all his help. A lot of people have been so nice and helped me with donating things like armor and pickaxes. I've never worn diamond armor before. I've always used iron armor, but I had diamond armor very generously donated to me by a few people here and there. I haven't really had much luck with diamonds. I've got a few, but for the most part I just use iron, and I'm a little bit frugal. I keep my diamonds, and I don't want to use them in case I die and have them fall in lava, which is something that has happened in the past on this server. I lost a diamond helmet that was given to me by Cinex, and I felt very bad about that. But I told him what happened, and he understood, because something very similar happened to him, and he lost his armor as well that he had on him. So it happens, doesn't it? It's all part of Minecraft, and you can't get angry at someone if it's an accident. Now, if I took that diamond helmet and threw it into the lava as a joke, well, I could understand. You might be a little bit hurt by that. So, but luckily that wasn't the case. It's just an unfortunate event. There we go. We've got to remember that we're only human, and humans do make mistakes. And I think a lot of people forget that sometimes. In a world where we're surrounded by so much images of perfection, humans are very, very imperfect, and it's just the way we've been made. And as such, we shouldn't hold ourselves to these standards which are impossible for us to get to, because it's impossible, and it will do nothing but cause you stress and strife and make you very unhappy. Just remember that we're all human beings. We all make mistakes. No one is perfect. Boy, oh boy, I have been very busy today building my tower and all that. Still got a bit of bread, so I don't need to go to my farm just yet. We're going to go downstairs. I want to have a look to see what this looks like now that we've got the crown on. The crown on, that's what I call the place in between the levels, the different levels. So it's the blocks that were at floor level, I guess, for the next floor, roof and floor level. What we're going to do is we're going to sleep through the night, and oh no, we've got some people on the server, but I think they're AFK. Sleep through the night, and we're going to go outside, and what? Looks like it's still night time. Did I do something wrong? Hang on. Oh, this iron door. Goodness me. Well, there is trouble out here, but I need... There's trouble in here too with this door. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, I was going to attack that spider, but that creeper wants to do a little dance with me, and I don't... Oh dear, there's a bit of chaos up here, but let's... Okay, oh, that creeper is... Oh my goodness me. There goes my sugarcane farm. Okay, so I went back to bed, had a little sleep, and now I'm just cleaning up all these naughty little creepers here, and we are going to have a look at the base, my tower during the day. Look at that. I'm very happy with that. I'm very proud of myself. But I might lower down those supports there on the side, but I'll do that later. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Take care, live long, look after yourselves and each other. Bye-bye.